So suicide, it's a big problem. It's a very sad problem. I don't think there's any person anywhere who has not in some way been connected or lost people, through this really sad thing. So we're going to talk about this because there's a group that are raising money to prevent it and also doing something else. So we have with us Anne-Marie Boutin. Great to have you with us.
Good to be here.
Also Tina Blake.
Hi, it's good to see you, Sandy.
You too. Now you were with West Yavapai Guidance Clinic. Now you both Meals on Wheels.
Yep.
All right. Very, very great. And then our Deirdre Rogers, our musician, and you have written a song for this whole preventing suicide thing, so we cannot wait. You write beautiful music, obviously so incredibly talented. We're always thrilled to have you on, Deirdre.
Sandy.
And she's so versatile. I mean, this girl can do anything. Anyway, so preventing suicide, why are you involved in this? Because you're doing a walk. This is the second year you're going to be Out of Darkness walk. Why are you involved in this?
Well, I've been touched by suicide more than once. When I was 18, I tried to take my life, and since then, I've lost 5 friends. So.
Oh my gosh, that is just painful. Those odds are not good. And I think young people are one of the largest groups of suicides, aren't they? Is that growing, do you know, Anne-Marie? Or?
Well, suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States, so rates are high. Yavapai County is in the highest rates in the state of Arizona, so.
Why is that? Why is that such a big thing, do you think? I mean, it's bad enough to have accidents and illnesses take lives, but to want to not be here anymore, that's pretty severe.
Well, we live in
I think a lot
causes.
of people are feeling pain and don't know how to reach out or find help that they need. I think even with social media and all the ways that we connect, there's a lot of people that feel alone and very isolated. And not only is teen suicide a huge thing, but so is the elderly. We see that at Prescott Meals on Wheels, trying to combat senior isolation issues. And it's a huge issue here in Yavapai County. And so we have a lot of people that are grieving over loss. And that's what's so nice about having a walk, is we're able to celebrate the life of the person that we lost to suicide or died by suicide. And in addition to that, we are able to connect with people. And it's really, if you've lost someone from suicide, it's easy for you to connect with that other person.
You definitely have that empathy and understanding.
Exactly. And sometimes in your day-to-day life, it's hard for you to reach out to your spouse or sister or brother or friends and talk about it because they're grieving in their own way. So having a non-judgmental way to be able to just talk about how you feel about your loved one and how it affects you daily is so important.
Therapy for
and you learn tricks of not necessarily tricks, but ways to cope and good ways to celebrate life and the life that you had and the relationship you had with that loved one.
So tell us about this walk. When is it?
So it's this Saturday, November 4th at Granite Creek Park, and registration is at 9 o'clock. And we'll have community vendors, resources for support. We'll have a wonderful band, the Restless Nelly. And we'll start off with an opening ceremony to honor those that we have lost and also people that are struggling.
So a great way to come together, as you said, for those who are grieving and those who need the support and the help as well. What a great thing to do. Well, we have to throw to the song because I just really want to hear this, because this was written specifically for Out of Darkness, Deirdre.
Yes, it was. In fact, I just realized that Anne-Marie and I had connected on Facebook on August 29th regarding this Out of the Darkness walk that is upcoming November 4th. And the song came to me the very next day, and it was what it was. I've edited it a bit since, but it's drawn upon my own experience with depression and desire to end my own life when I was a teen, and it's also drawn upon other people's experience. Oh. So it's an amalgamation of.
Obviously a great emotional gift.
And it's a plea to break the silence, because silence was probably my greatest enemy.
Not being able
not
to speak
sharing
out about it and
what was going on in my heart.
Wow.
Yeah, and so.
Out of Darkness.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
I danced with the darkness, stuck in its embrace. In the dark is where worthlessness named me, and fear spat in my face. So I chose me a weapon, a fashioned plan. As I wrestled with demons I couldn't see or understand, I could not believe there was any hope for me. But a friend said, hey, just wait till tomorrow and see. She said, come out of the darkness into the light. When you speak out your fears, you'll get strength to fight. Breaking my silence, just shatter the night. I came out of the darkness into the light. Well, I lived with my secrets that seemed too awful to tell. Imprisoned in silence, immobilized by shame's hideous spell. Increasing the violence towards this child of despair, for whom I thought no one in all the world could care. If it hadn't been for someone looking me straight in the eye and asking, have you thought about him? I wouldn't be alive. They said, come out of the darkness into the light. Speak out your fear and you'll find strength to fight. Breaking my silence, just shatter the night. I came out of the darkness into the light. Come out of the darkness into the light.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you, Deirdre. That pretty much says it all. It says how you feel when you're in that darkness and that lonely place. We all think we're separate. We're not. Molecularly, we are all together, but we forget. We feel really isolated, but also a wonderful thing that we can do because people can help
Absolutely.
reach out. And that's very important, is it?
It is very important.
So this is a good way to do it. All
Yes.
right.
Yes, come
Out of
together,
darkness.
talk about it.
Okay. So let's do that. This is
celebrate.
Saturday. What time?
9 o'clock,
Okay.
registration starts, and
Okay.
then we'll have the opening ceremony at 10:30.
And so this is free of charge.
At 9:30.
Yep,
Okay, and it's at
At
Granite
9:30.
Mountain Park.
Granite Creek Park.
9:30 we start the opening ceremony?
10:30.
Oh, 10:30. Okay, just wanted to make that.
Oh, okay. Yes, where are we?
And I just wanted to mention that there's such a stigma about suicide and talking about it. My own family had the experience, and you know, when someone in a family dies in a work setting, people will usually bring cards and, you know, gee, we're so sorry for your loss. In the case of my great nephew, no one brought a card, no one said a word. It's like there's all this shame, and people don't know what to do. But that's why we want to bring it out of the darkness, and we want to break the silence and talk about it, because there's a tremendous freedom in realizing that we're not alone and that we're not the only ones who've lost
Not
somebody or who
isolated.
feel that.
And when that happens, like you say, you know, reach it out. We love them like everyone else, and the sorrow is so great.
Yeah, and
it's
there's
okay
no
to say
shame
something.
in being depressed and having, there's no shame in it. We don't want to live there, we don't want to stay there, but there's no shame in it.
Right.
You know, it doesn't make us bad.
Well, and we can all do something. And this is a great place to start. The Walk to Fight Suicide, Out of the Darkness, Walk to Fight Suicide. Again, time, tell us the time again.
9 o'clock, registration opens, 10:30 we'll open up with the ceremony.
Oh, great. Music, all kinds of things, a great support for all of us. You know, everyone who's involved, not involved, we're all together in this. So thank you so much for joining us, Anne-Marie Boutin, also Tina Blake and Deirdre Rogers. Beautiful song.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So important. Thank you. All right, don't go away. When we come back, naturopathy. Okay, that's a hard word. Natural healing for animals. We're going to be right back.